Hi artists, we're going to be doing our Light Shine or Keep Shining project today. I'll be using a black Sharpie marker. I've got some optional permanent markers in different colors. I've got some kind of a yellow. I've got some scissors. My flashlight I'll be cutting out. I've got a Ziploc bag with this little Keep Shining printout in it. And I've got a black piece of construction paper. Now to start, I just want to make sure that this little Keep Shining piece of paper is centered into my Ziploc bag, and I'm going to be using my black Sharpie marker. I'm going to be tracing over all of the lines in this design. And if you see something you want to change up a little bit in the design, that is absolutely fine. Now, even though this video is being sped up, I'm actually going pretty slow with that Sharpie because I want that ink to keep up with the speed that I'm drawing. And I'm definitely not mashing my Sharpie marker. When I'm done with this, the tip of my Sharpie marker should still be nice and pointy. Now I'm doing one part at a time so I can really keep up with what parts of this design I've traced over. So you might have noticed I've done all the letters in Keep, and I'm almost finished with my letters in the word Shining. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the sun behind. And one little trick, if it makes it easier on you to turn that little Ziploc bag as you're drawing, please do so. Now I can't get the very top of these lines, and that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. These little rain lines going down beneath this cloud, I'm not able to get my Sharpie lines quite as close together as the little printout. So I'm putting them as close together as I can without them blobbing together, but you don't need to worry about being exact on those lines. I'm making these little raindrops a little bit bigger because I want to have a little empty space on the inside of that raindrop. All right, I'm done with that. Putting my lid on my Sharpie and setting that aside. Now for my flashlight, I'm going to color just the little light area with the yellow. And this is optional. You certainly don't have to color this with yellow if you don't want to. I'm going to get my scissors and just carefully cut this out. It does not need to be perfect. I always find it easiest to kind of turn the paper with your hand rather than turning the scissors. And for this, even though this line stops right here, I'm just going to carry the cut all the way off the paper and do the same thing for this side. Now I can put these aside because I don't need these again. Now I'm going to slide my little printout out of my Ziploc baggie. So now you can see I still have that design on the Ziploc bag. I'm going to now take my black construction paper and slide it carefully into that Ziploc baggie. It might be a little stubborn, just be patient with it and gentle with it. Now you can see this looks all dark, but now I'm going to slide my little flashlight and I'm going to bring it down just like so. And you can see, oh, how cool! It's like the flashlight is lighting up the design, which is really awesome. Now you might see some areas like, oop, I see how I didn't do the inside of that E right there. So if you see some areas that you missed, you can always go in and add them. Now, if you have done all of this and you still have remaining time, as I said, the permanent markers and coloring are optional, but if you want to add color, you certainly may. Regular Crayola markers will not work on this because it'll just wipe right off. You need to use some kind of a permanent marker. For example, a Sharpie marker that's a different color than black would work nicely. And you can see these are just the Master's Touch. I think this is kind of Hobby Lobby or Michaels, and it's a permanent marker. So this will work fine as well. But any marker you're using on here needs to say permanent, which also means you need to be careful not to get it in your clothes. Now you can see I'm actually being really careful not to go on top of my black marker. Even though this is permanent marker, I can reactivate that black marker with this color marker, and I want to make sure not to do that. So avoid going over your black Sharpie lines with any other colors. Just color in between it and around it, but not on top. All right, now let's see the difference now that I've added just little pops of color. Sliding that black construction paper down, grabbing my handy dandy flashlight, and very cool. All right, now the fun thing is you still have a little coloring sheet. You can keep this and add color to it. Now you can do any material on this plain little paper. So color pencils, crayons, markers, all of that fun stuff. Thanks, y'all. Keep shining.